Hello, people. How's everybody doing tonight? 7th Second here. It is now post Game of Thrones. I've done it. I've watched it. And it was a fuck of an episode. That's all you need to know. So, I'm done. I'm back from my friend's place. I specifically even left the controller charging. So that way it wouldn't die on me in the middle of doing it. And I wouldn't have to resync it or anything. So, yeah. Let's get back to some Danganronpa. We're in the middle of the fucking trial, so let's figure out what's happening. Because the last thing was that Sonya's plan came out to get rid of all of the alibis. Okay, so what's going into this argument? Her account, surveillance runner for Yahiko Sonya, movie ticket invitation.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
What the?
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. Person doesn't have an alibi for that time.
We can...
Okay. Let's look at everybody's allies to see if we can figure out what's going on. Mikan's got it. Wait, who else's are we looking at?
Exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I don't know what they want me to do.
Sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest
I
Alibi
don't know
has
what they
failed.
want me to do. Oh God. So, oh boy. All right. Let's see.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Maybe we shoot it with Fuyuhiko's account?
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
Nope, that's not it.
can exclude.
I don't know. All right, let me read these again. I'm gonna read them out loud. Right up until the Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime. Afterwards, she went to check the hospital, realized that check on everyone. Mikan doesn't have an account? Really? After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up to search for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and Electric Avenue, but they didn't find anyone. They were only shorted for a short period of time.
The sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What do you want me to do, game?
I was where I was.
Let's think
supposed
about
to be,
this.
My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an
Alibi then.
No, that's not it.
Crap. We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
So right now we have a weakness in sleeping, an account of I have an alibi, like an agreement. I have an alibi. You have no alibi in the bottom one, and then
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at
The motel does. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to. That's not enough. Aside from those afflicted, if
Nobody has an
alibi then. Crap.
oh, this is actually rough because I don't know.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at
the
the
motel does it. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody
has an alibi
then
Crap. We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the
I'm actually stumped. I'm actually having a hard time with this one because I don't know. Is this a poll and then
morning announcement,
I was totally sleeping in. I think everyone at the so everyone who stayed at. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to. That's not enough.
aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
we can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I don't know. Oh God! All right, this is what's going to take us like a good chunk of the set is
Crap.
how do I prove anything?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an
I'm out of time. I don't.
guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
The murder supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The person who doesn't have an alibi for that time. Sonia?
We can exclude the sick people. And what about the right before the morning? I was totally
Sleeping in my motel.
Yeah, time's up. I don't have this one. Are we actually trying to go after Sonia's account here? Yes, 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 yes. I get blamed. Yes, yes, yes. We already know how this goes down.
This is.
Yes, I would like to retry.
We'll never give up.
So the idea is that somebody doesn't have an alibi for that. The only thing I can think of is maybe Sonia's on her own statement.
We can exclude the sick people. And what about the right before the morning? I was totally sleeping. I think everyone at the so everyone who stayed at. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to. That's not enough.
Aside from those afflicted by the... If nobody has an alibi, then...
Crap.
Or is this supposed to be
We can exclude the sick
People like me and
And what about
the others.
right before the morning announcement. I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was. So everyone who stayed at the motel. What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Can't you do something about that?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping
In my motel. I think everyone at the motel. So everyone who stayed at the. What about you guys? I was where I was.
Supposed to be my own.
cottage.
I'm just shooting it. I'm just shooting it whatever I can think of at this point. This is not. It's not the
We
right
can
way to
exclude
do
the
this.
Sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the. So everyone who stayed at. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to. That's not enough. Aside from those afflicted.
If nobody has an alibi, then...
Crap. We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane,
Wait, is
right?
it?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement.
Did we actually try both of these on Sonia's statement?
What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to. That's not enough.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
No, that's.
I don't know how I didn't try that. I don't like. I guess I never actually read. I either didn't comprehend what she was saying in her. Oh, you shot with the wrong thing.
Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I don't know, Kazuichi. What kind of situation do you want it to be?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
Oh, I get. Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't know how my brain didn't process this properly, but it's the idea that because she has an alibi for the before the trial, before the morning announcement section, she couldn't have been the person who did it for the after section.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Which basically no one has for during.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner and...
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
I don't know. He had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Are we taking like an intermission break? Well, fuck. I was really close to one of those.
Hiya!
Why, hello there! Hello there, Monomi. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What's that? Now then, Monomi's appetite time starts now. Appeal time? Monomi's appeal time starts now. Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time already is running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on. If you appeal successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. And I'm Usami. The magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez. I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. What is even happening? Sure, I'll save my progress. I didn't get that much further than where I actually stopped, but... Unless it's like, oh...
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this.
What do you want me to remember?
Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
I was kind of doing that already, but either way. The reason the killer did an imitation murder and is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence? Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here.
Well, you presented with a really good question.
Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Yeah.
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Isn't there like an archery place on the island, or am I remembering wrong? I'm remembering wrong because that was in Hope's Peak.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning,
Huh.
they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
Oh. Oh.
What?
That actually makes sense. Yoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
I mean, that is kind of a big assumption to make, but it's something worth exploring.
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
We actually know that answer.
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, need to find that out no matter the cost. We already know this one too. What? Motel room keys, thick scrap paper, curtain, AC temperature. What?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
We actually do know it, but I don't know how we're going to
Maybe
prove
the
it.
killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Okay, so we have to...
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that.
Is it the motel room key? Because she had her key on her.
Maybe the killer summoned her. If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
So that's how we're... Okay.
Just as Sonia said, she went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Yeah.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Wait, you're arguing about this?
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
A little bit, yeah.
Could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No!
That-
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
What is even happening? Why is she getting angry about this? Stepladder candle, smudge on the floor on Mikon's account.
Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. That girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
But no, that's
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono with... There's only one reason her kimono
Oh, God.
would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those
Woo!
words.
I'm really glad you gave me some at the end to get away with that.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
One of those is a better option than the other ones.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no.
Then,
Not
the
here.
killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Gundam would probably beat the shit out of you.
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict,
I mean, do
why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
you see that, like, scarf? Clearly that means he's, like, part ninja.
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
Yeah.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
You don't know the most important part.
Yeah. Kill this plan from the very beginning. Pretty sure we're very close to it.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
And you got any like brain turner ideas that we can like flip around here?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought we already knew that.
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
We already covered this.
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Oh.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Wow, he just turned on like the, okay, let's be as awkward as possible now. Oh, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange.
Uh-oh.
What's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we've completely overlooked. Just Nagito said if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... What's the problem? Why weren't there any footprints on the... This one? No.
Crap!
Why weren't there any bloody... Oh, on the ladder? Oh, shit! That's actually a really good point.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
That's a really good point.
That stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of
That's a really good
Ultimate.
point. I hadn't actually considered I literally hadn't considered the fact that... Oh, wait a minute. If she's got blood on her bottom of her feet, there's going to be some transfer to the... But what does that mean? Obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komeda. You're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
We didn't actually see her hang herself.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Just as I thought, it's come down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There was some kind of hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. I want to see something. It is a different ladder. Fuck me.
Here! That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
It's a different... I already had an idea that it might not have been in that same exact spot, but I didn't have any way to prove it until now.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but there was a bloodstain right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That wasn't the exact thing I was pointing to, but it's the same idea. Just a slightly different conclusion to reach it.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
Oh, it does have one of those. Never mind.
The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
I'm also looking at those seemingly footprint-like things on the bottom of the screen.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Yeah.
Wait,
we're getting...
are you saying there were two stepladders?
This is like the most jarring revolution in this entire thing. Like,
But where
oh my...
would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
The most jarring revolution in thought is that we have found two stepladders.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki. All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
Stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chucky said that the stepladder was a different place, but in this case, the thing that's different between the video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing the place where the killer did something? Hangman's Gambit. Alright, what are we aiming for? What's the difference between the two videos? F. This is a big one. God. Is it film? Is it the word? Oh God, is it that? Jesus. That's not it. No, I needed that O. Oh, that's... God, I'm dead. I know what it is now. I know what the word is now. This is rough. And I didn't do what I said earlier in the previous set because I actually forgot about the strategy that I came up with, which is let him come to the center and meet.
We will never give
I know
up.
what you want me to say now. God, that's rough. Alright, so now this is all about execution, about getting them to form... Oh, right away. Oh, God. Shit. Fuck me, man. Oh, oh, that's not right either. That's not right either. All right, we need a C. That's also not right. Oh my God. Gah! Stop it! Why did I get rid of the eye? Oh my God. It's just going all wrong. Oh, I needed that O. Oh God. No! Get it! Huh!
I got it!
So it was at the hospital?
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Yeah.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue, is that somewhere else? What did the killer do to the surveillance unit? Logic dive time. Okay. Let me make sure that I've got my life right, that I've got my shit right. All right, it's L to jump. Got it. Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera? The monitor. No shit. He tampered with the camera. Really? He tampered with the camera? I almost was so focused on... Wait, he tampered with the camera. Okay, so... Oh, we're falling behind! We're falling behind and I needed to let off the damn gas, but... I gotta go fast. Question 2. Camper with the... Tamper with the camera at the... It's gotta be the music venue, right? Yeah. Sweet Jesus. And the thing is, I need to go fast, because if I don't, I'm not going to get there fast enough. What did the killer do with the camera from the... They have to have increased the... Or the... No, they took it with them. Shit, they took it with them. It's gotta be they took it with them. Because if it's where I think it was, it doesn't matter that it was... Yeah, they took it with them. Oh,
It's all coming together.
that's rough. That's really rough.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyogo's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of
If
us.
I'd have realized it, we wouldn't have been having this trial.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
You know, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
He smashed it.
I see!
Give me that health back.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitted to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. Where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? Yep, that place inside of that building. Another Hangman's Gambit. What is the word for it? I don't remember. I don't remember what the word is. We're getting rid of stuff we don't need. Keep it under control. It's conference room? Yeah, conference room. That's what we're aiming for. We're gonna need you in a second, but we're gonna let you get to the center before we go anywhere. That's how we do this. Where's the next one coming from? I'd rather keep it clean. We're gonna need an R here. I don't have a lot of health. I gotta keep this under control. If I let this get out of control, got him. Done.
I got it!
Woo! There was a lot of these games in this one.
It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
The candle. To make the conference room look at the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. We gotta make clear what that work was. I know what we're aiming for. Rude Keith, paper curtain. It's the curtain.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference?
It's got to be that. It has to be.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident,
I didn't even remember that the curtain was different.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room?
Yeah.
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room. The same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
Probably. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's got to be that. The candle.
Prove it with this.
We have such little health.
You're
Holy
referring
shit.
to the candle in the music venue, right?
Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
In the video I saw, a candle
Oh.
was used for lighting. Think about it. It's pretty
I thought they
strange.
were like feet marks in like sand or something. Because of the scan line bars, I actually couldn't tell that's a fucking floor.
The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before. But isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room,
That's the thing, it
then
wasn't.
was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
So she's been dead for a while.
I see.
It's got to be the one that we saw in the video.
The person wearing
Give me
the
that little
beanbag in the
sliver of
video
health.
wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hemp bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. And then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set that trap for me
why
was...
did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right. I should already know. I have a feeling I know who it is, and this is actually kind of fucking surprising. Oh, I need to see something. Okay, so it can't be Haji. It can't be Mikan. I don't think it was Fuyuhiko. Was it Akane? Because she was the only other one in the hospital, right? Should already have known who the killer is. Excuse me, what? She couldn't have hit her hair. There's no way it's Nagito. The person doesn't have the right skin tone to be Akane, and we would have noticed the chest. Nagito? Was it you? No.
Damn it!
Then what it was... So it's not anybody at the hospital. We've determined that. Then I have a guess. Kazuichi?
Crap!
Oh my god! I have to think about this. It could have been Mikan, but the bandages are a little weird.
This is mine. We will never give up.
Alright. I'm actually going to pause it right here. Actually, if it doesn't... I'm stumped. I don't know who it is. I have no idea. I gotta think. But that is for the next set. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me in this set. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, wherever you happen to be finding this video, thank you. I got no idea. And I've already tried 2 people, and I know it's not them. I don't think it could... Like, there's people I don't think it could be because of their distinct characteristics, but I think we have to start going off people. But let's see what happens. I haven't... We'll see. That's for the next video. I gotta get out of here real quick. But before I head out, I need one kindness from each and every one of you. Would you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, whatever happens to be wherever you are at. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next set. when we figure out who the hell is the killer that we're blaming. Right? Bye.